Morning, guys. It's Friday. It is the last day of the morning yoga challenge, 30-day morning yoga challenge from Man Flow Yoga. So for the past 30 days on the weekdays, Monday through Friday, we have been doing three yoga poses. It's been taking about 5 to 10 minutes, and hopefully at this point you have gotten used to doing yoga in the mornings. I know a lot of you are going to be looking to. I know a lot of you are thinking about now, how do you keep it going? So your question for today that I want you to put here in the comments is, what is your plan to keep going with morning yoga? Are you already part of Manflow Yoga? Do you have a program that you're following there? If you are a member, you're following along, I have a few recommendations. Some really solid morning routines, things that are kind of like this. They're not super intense and they're shorter. The Posture Fix program has some short morning workouts. I've actually structured that so that you have a shorter and a medium workout. You should also try the 21 by 30 program. This is a challenge and the workouts are shorter. So you can fit them in the morning. And then lastly, my recommendation would be the Cork. And this is just a pretty straightforward 30-minute, six workouts, 30-minute program. And it's a pretty simple, straightforward program. And it's a really good one for the morning, just for getting your body awake, getting a little bit of a sweat on, but not super intense to the point that you're tired for the rest of the day. So, all right. Here we go. Our final three poses. We're gonna start off with dancer. So we're gonna get straight into it today with dancer. So you're gonna stand on your right foot, and if you're not super warm yet, that's fine. Stand on your right foot, bring your left heel in toward your butt, squeeze it in, and then grab the inside of your foot. So we're grabbing the big toe side. Make sure that you turn your arm out as you grab, so we're not turning in and then grabbing. And then right arm goes up. Squeeze it back as far as you can. Keep your butt reaching down. Keep your abs tight so we don't want the lower back arching. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, squeeze your right leg. Push your left foot into your left hand. And look at a non-moving point in front of you. Keep your right arm lifted. Squeeze it up. And stay really tight through your abs here. Make sure that your hips are facing straight forward here. I don't want you squaring your hips to the outside. So don't let your hips do this and turn to the outside. Keep them facing straight forward. And we're here for about 45, 60 seconds. This grass is not level. And if you fall out of it, you're just going to get back into it. Make sure that you're squeezing your right glute and your outer hip. That's going to help you balance here. One more breath. Big chest. Open up. Pull your shoulder blades together. And release. Okay, switching sides. So we're standing on your left foot now. Bring your right heel in toward your butt, like so. Heel squeezes in. I'm going to turn my arm out, right? So externally rotating so that my palm faces out. Grab the inside, big toe side of your right foot now. Keep your butt under your torso to start. So you want to make sure that you're not arching your back like this to start, but we're keeping your butt reaching down. Left arm goes up. Squeeze it back. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, kick hard into your right hand. So your right foot is pressing hard into your right hand. You're going to feel your right quadriceps working here as you push. So squeezing, using your right thigh to push into the hand. And obviously the left leg is working because that's what you're standing on. So make sure that you're squeezing your left thigh, squeezing your left glute. You're going to feel stretching here through the front of your right hip. And you might also feel some stretching through your left hamstrings. Keep your abs tight. Make sure there's no pinching through your lower back. And pull the shoulder blades together so your chest is open. Squeeze your arm up. So we're getting some shoulder mobility work here. And then just one more breath. Keep pressing hard into the foot. Keep lifting up with your hand. And then release. Okay, there's pose number one. Okay, I just had a bunch of comments, so I want to make sure that this is still working. Okay, cool. Audio is good. We're going to go into eagle now. Again, this is intense. This is the last day, so I'm making it intense. There's not a lot of warm-up here, so keep that in mind as you go through these poses. Eagle pose is next. We're going to go into a chair pose. That's how I like to get into my eagles. And then, that sounded weird. And then sit down into a chair pose. Right, so we want the back flat, butt poking out behind you, abs tight, hips engaged, hip flexors and glutes engaged. Swing your right arm under your left arm, like so, like this. Okay, and however you want to grip, grabbing opposite shoulder blades, pushing your elbows together, keeping the weight in your hips so you're not rounding your back, maybe interlacing your fingers somehow, getting a grip however you can. And then you're going to bring your right leg over your left leg. So keeping the chair pose pretty much, bring your right leg up, cross it over your left leg, clamp it tightly, keep your hips squared forward, lean back into this pose. So we're going to lean back. Notice how I'm leaning back. If you fall out of it, that's what you're going to do. Just plant the foot and then come back into it. Plant the foot, come back in. And then with your arms, I want you to bring your elbows up and away from your body so we feel stretching through your shoulder blades. Again, weight in your hips here. So make sure your back is flat, like you see it here in this photo, in this video. And then you're sitting down lower, leaning back more. Take a couple more breaths. Focus on that non-moving point right in front of you. And this is a big strengthener for your standing glute. All right, and then stand up to get out of it. I like to unwind, lift your arms up. Sit back down into your chair pose. Back into chair. Back is still flat. Right, butt is out behind you. Chest is somewhat up, but not puffing out. Just a flat back. Now swing your left arm under your right arm. Bring your elbows up and away from your face. Keep the weight in your hips. And now bring your left leg over your right leg. Cross it. Clamp it as tight as you can without it being uncomfortable. Guys, if you're doing this, be careful with your testicles. You don't want to crush yourself. I'm serious. It's weird that I have to explain that, but I do. And then lift your elbows up, forearms away from you. Squeeze your right glute. So all the weight here is going to be in your standing right glute. Still clamping your legs tightly, keeping your hips squared forward. Trying to keep this focused on the abs. If you feel this in the back, then you're probably not using your core enough. A couple more breaths. Leaning back. And then we're up and unwind and release. Okay, nice job. We got one more pose. Airplane. Wow, it's actually cloudy here today. It's never cloudy here. Not in summer, at least. All right, last one is airplane. I like to start airplane in a lunge. So you're going to start with your right leg forward, kind of in the high lunge position. Keep a flat back. Keep your abs tight. Come up onto your right leg. Lift your left leg. Point the toes. Hinge forward. Keep your back flat. So you don't want to puff your chest out and arch like this. I want you to draw in. Keep your abs like you'd have them for a plank. Arms along your sides. Palms can face down or up, whichever feels better for you today. And then point your toes. Really reach that leg back. And try to lengthen your head forward. So pull your chest forward and up, making sure that you're keeping your back flat. Abs are just like you'd have them for a plank. You're going to feel your left leg working, your right leg working. We're feeling stretching through the back of your right thigh. Shoulder blades pull together, palms facing up or down, and lots of abs here. Don't want to feel any strain in the low back. Last breath. And stand up. Okay, last side. Doing a high lunge. Left leg is forward. Right leg is back. Keep your hips facing straight forward. Even as you come up into this pose, make sure that your hips don't flare out to the outside. Arms can be along your sides. Deep breath in. As you exhale, lean forward. Push down through your left foot. Lift your right leg up. So you can see, you can't see my right leg because it's lifted up. All right. So make sure that right leg is up. Point your toes. Squeeze your thigh. Even if it doesn't get up that high, make sure it's straight. So even if it's down here and you look kind of like this, that's fine. Just make sure that you're actually squeezing that leg, pointing the toes, using your right leg, not just only relying on the left leg. And then again, abs are tight like we'd have them for a plank. Your back is flat. Arms are along your sides. Chest pulls forward. Top of the head presses forward. Trying to make your body as long as possible from your toes all the way through your head. Maybe pushing down through your left leg more. The more you straighten that leg, the more intense the stretch will be for your hamstrings, but just make sure you can still keep your back flat. Keep lifting with that right leg. One more breath. And we're out. All right, guys. That's it. So those are 3 poses for the day. Again, just about 5 minutes. Well, who are we kidding? It's probably about 8 minutes. But either way, 10 minutes is hopefully something that you could find time for in the morning. I hope that you've noticed over the past few days that if you can do just a little bit of yoga in the morning, it does have a profoundly positive impact on your day. Just getting your body moving, getting your body stretching, working on your posture, building body awareness, practicing mindfulness while you're doing it. Even if I don't even need to talk about the mindfulness aspect for it to happen. When you're focusing on your body, when you're slowly moving and you're breathing, it's mindful. And that's going to carry over into your day. You're going to be more productive at work. You're going to think more clearly. Just because we're doing some exercise in the morning, you're going to have more energy throughout the day. Again, the posture aspect is huge because most of us sit at a desk and we have bad posture when we do that. So if you can do a little bit of practice of posture in the morning, that's going to be really helpful. So again, if you can make this a habit, I hope you can. I hope this has inspired you to do it. Keep in mind, these videos will always be on YouTube. So subscribe to this channel. Make sure it's easy for you to find these workouts. You can go into the playlist section, and we'll have this in a playlist as the Manful Yoga 30-day morning yoga challenge. If you want to get more on these poses, you can sign up for the challenge for free at manfulyoga.com/morning30, and that will get you, there are no daily emails anymore, but that will get you access to the videos on my the challenge on a specific page on my website, and it'll have more information on the poses, my recommended hold times, and that kind of stuff. All right, people are saying bye. Guys, don't say bye because I want you to keep training with me, okay? Keep training with me. You got to keep it up. You haven't solved anything by doing 30 days of yoga. You have hopefully established some interest, hopefully started to get into a habit, but this is really just the beginning, right? I want you guys from here to get started. So make sure that you have a plan. I'm going to give you some options here. So first off, the easiest thing to do is follow a structured set of workouts. You want to follow a workout program. I have tons of those in my members area. If you are a member watching right now, I already recommended the programs that I think would be really great following this. The Posture Fix is a really good program because it breaks up 2 workouts into the day. So you have a shorter one and then a longer one. So you have a shorter one and a longer one, and you can do that shorter one in the morning, and that'll help with a lot of what we discussed here with the posture, with the energy aspect, with flexibility, with strength. If you have a little bit more time in the mornings, some other programs I have are the Clark, which is 30 minutes per day. I also have the 21x30 challenge, which is a good way which is a really nice challenge. A lot of variety in workouts, an easy way to follow, along to these workouts and do a variety of workouts and have fun and build strength in a lot of different ways. So 21x30 is a good one. I'd also recommend checking out, if you're looking for something shorter, I would recommend the Bulletproof Your Back program. That's a little less intense in this program, but if you're looking to get rid of chronic back pain, Bulletproof Your Back is a really solid program, and it only takes 10 minutes per day, so it's really short. And then the last program I'm going to mention is the Guyoga program, Guyoga from Manful Yoga. And this is a really solid program built for beginners, specifically made for men, although it's equally accessible to women. It's a really good way to get started with yoga. It's a very fun workout to follow along to. It's similar to a power yoga class, but it's not as quick moving, so it's slower moving. So we work more on body control, and we hold the postures for longer. And you don't have to be as flexible to do it. So it's a really solid program. Guy Yoga is awesome, and all of these programs that I'm mentioning are available on my website at manfulyoga.com. So you can get started for just $1. That gets you a 7-day trial to all of my content, all of my workouts, all those programs I just mentioned. By the way, we add a new workout every week, so we have over 320 workouts. Here's the thing, though. The reason why I believe in this so much is because we make it so easy to find what you're looking for, and we give you so much structure. We give you so much structure to make it easy to follow along to a set schedule of workouts. A lot of yoga programs don't have structure. You just show up and you do whatever the yoga instructor feels like that day. My programs have structure. We're working toward an end goal. They are workout programs. They are not random yoga classes. So if you want to get the most benefits you possibly can in terms of your physical fitness from a yoga class, I truly believe there's no better program on the internet than Manful Yoga for doing that. So I invite you to join manfulyoga.com/join to learn more. That's going to take you to the membership information page to get started. Again, it's $1 for a 7-day trial. So it's one freaking dollar. And you get access to everything. You get to check it out. If you don't like it, you can cancel. You don't have to send me an email to cancel. It's not shady. You just do it from your My Account section. It just takes a couple of clicks. And again, you don't have to. It's really easy to cancel. So if you're scared about that, don't worry. You can cancel anytime you want on your own. You can sign up for the trial. You can cancel before it ends. There isn't too many man yoga YouTubers. Sorry, I just got distracted by the comments. Anyways, so yeah, that's pretty much it. So I hope you'll join me over there. Again, this is a really good way to get started, and I encourage you to keep using these videos. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, make sure to subscribe. We put out content very frequently. One of the videos we just put out, and we'll be putting out another one this week, is a blog about how often you should be doing yoga. So we talk about that in general terms. We talk about it in terms of if yoga is your only workout, and we also talk about it if yoga is not your only workout. So anyways, that's just an example of some of the content that we create. So all of my goals are focused on, for Manful Yoga, are focused on how can we make it easy for you to get stronger with yoga, specifically with this strength-focused type of yoga that I've developed with Manful Yoga, it's very different from typical yoga. If you go to a yoga studio and you try out one of my workouts, you'll notice that they are different, and there's a reason for that. I wanted to make yoga workouts that were more effective, that were easier to follow, that were more instructive focused and less focused on the spiritual. So this is a very fitness focused yoga program, lots of technique instruction, as you've seen, as I've been doing in these videos here every morning. So yeah, make sure you subscribe. And if you ever want to learn more, manfulyoga.com/join, and that'll give you access to the structured yoga programs that I talked about. All right, let's kind of go through the comments here and see what people have been saying. It's always scary scrolling through comments. You never know what's going to happen. All right, got a German guy. Definitely don't speak German. Good morning. Good and challenging for the last day. That was challenging, but felt awesome. Good. Thanks for the challenge. Great way to get started. Yes. John, thanks for helping me create the habit. You're the best. You should definitely join. Keep it going. Definitely not saying bye. Dean, why is it called Clark? So Mark is a member, and he just asked about the Clark program. So the Clark workout program in my members area is a series of 6 workouts that are about 30 minutes long, and it's named the Clark because of the guy who I created the workouts for. It's someone who I used to train on a very regular basis. We would meet 3 to 5 times a week, and he had chronic back pain. He was actually a very he was one of our very typical members. He was a guy who was 55. He had chronic back pain. He wasn't very active. Um, he wanted to be able to go about his day without pain. So after about a month of working with him, his back pain was dramatically reduced. After 3 months of working with him, his back pain was totally gone, and we had a very simple solution. And I put all of those workouts into the Clark. So the Clark program is designed for a guy who's in his mid 50s, who sits a lot, um, who wants to get rid of pain, who wants to be able to go about his day without pain. So that's what the Clark program is for. Um, that is the Clark. There aren't too many man yoga YouTubers. Well, there are really no manful yoga YouTubers except me. Prize this week. Oh, prize this week. Excellent teacher. Oh, thank you. Benjamin translated the German for me. So our German post said, excellent teacher. You can see the development he has made since his first videos. Oh, yes, that's very true. Yeah, those videos were interesting. I did my best. Thanks for explaining. All right, let's see here. Really love the Guyoga program. So Steve Tamzo, who's actually coming on my Be the Better You weekend trip. By the way, if you want to learn more and you want to come hang out with me for 3 days in Austin and cover everything health and wellness, learn a bunch of manful yoga, check out my Be the Better You event. You can learn more about that on my blog at manfulyoga.com/blog. So Steve, who is attending that, is using the Guy Yoga program. He really loves it as a beginner program. Mark comes back to Guyoga all the time. Guyoga is a program that you can kind of come back to all the time, which is really nice. That's something that's really nice about it. Even if you're advanced, it's always good to come back and work on the basics and get a nice stretch and practice foundational poses. Let's see here. Richard Anderson is doing Guyoga. Richard won the giveaway. So, yes. All right. Can't recommend manful yoga enough. Sean B is also good like yourself. Thanks. Yeah, Sean's a great guy. Sean and I have pretty different styles, I think. But yeah, Sean's a cool guy. He's very entertaining too. I've been on his podcast. If you want to check out his podcast or you want to hear about a little bit more about me, check out his podcast, Sean V's podcast. Sean Vieg. Let's see here. Mark says, buy the book. Yeah, if you haven't bought the book yet, I've got published a book, Yoga Fitness for Men. It's available in German. It's available in Spanish. It's not available in Spanish, sorry. It's available in English. It's available in the UK version for the English, and it's also available in French and German. It's called Yoga Fitness for Men. Awesome book to help you learn yoga. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. B. I was going to talk about our winner for today. What's his name? I can't remember the name of the winner. I'm going to think about it for a second, and I might remember. Oh, I do. It's Clinton. Clinton something. Clinton something. So Clinton, I got to find your last name, but Clinton, you are the winner. I hope it's only one Clinton. Clinton Anthony. Maybe it's Clinton. Maybe it's you. Hopefully it's Clinton Anthony, because if it's not, it's gonna be really awkward. But Clinton, I hope you're the winner. And if not, we'll figure out something. But I gotta double check that. But then I'm gonna send you the email, and hopefully you are the winner. So that was the final winner for the challenge. All right. So I just had a question about soreness. Any advice for soreness? Yes. Stretch and move. Soreness does not go away when you sit down. You need to stretch and you need to move. If you need a workout for restorative, go to the members area, go into the workout library and look for restorative yoga workouts. So you want to do restorative stretching, you want to go for a walk, you want to do light activity. That's going to get rid of soreness. You don't want to sit down on your butt and do nothing, because that's not going to get rid of soreness. You got to flush out all that lactic acid and dead cells and stuff. And that happens with movement, getting blood recirculating into your muscles. All right, so that's it. Thanks for all the comments. I appreciate it. For all of you guys who are members, thank you so much for supporting what we do with Manful Yoga. It would not be possible without you. And I do encourage you to sign up if you're not already a member. We've got so much stuff on the members area, and it's really easy to find a program and get started. I'm there to help. I'm not like, I actually interact with my members. I don't just send you in there and let you fend for yourselves. I do interact with our members. We do have a thriving Manful Yoga community. It's a really great way to do yoga online at your own pace, whenever you have the time for it, and actually get results. Again, this is Manful Yoga. It is a different approach to yoga. It's not typical. What you see on our workouts, you won't see a lot of. You won't see often in traditional yoga classes. We add a lot of stuff. We make the flow different. And again, there's a ton of focus on technique and modifications if you're not flexible. So yeah, that's it. All right, it's time for me to jump in my ice bath. This is going to be probably 4 weeks or 6 weeks of me doing this now. I've been doing a pretty good job of it, but it's so hot in Texas, it's so easy to do. Anyways, if you want to learn more about my ice bath habits, go on follow me on Facebook or follow me on Instagram. I'm over there. And then again, manfulyoga.com to check out my website to see all the stuff that I do. I do have a free beginners program to get started called the 7-Day Intro from Manful Yoga. You can sign up for that for free at manfulyoga.com/intro. manfulyoga.com/intro. And again, hope to see you on a program following this challenge. Thanks for joining me. And I'll see you soon. Don't worry, I'll be back very soon.